Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy TouchTone, the sound god, aka TouchTone Beats. And yeah, how y'all doing? This video today is going to be for those looking to roll into the new year 2020, right? Ahead of the curve. And I put a poll up on Instagram, on my Instagram channel. I'll leave the link or whatever at the bottom. But I put a poll up on Instagram asking what you want to see first. Do you want to see a video on my top 10 plugins or my top 10 VSTs going into 2020? What I think is important, what I think is going to be around, what I think is essential. And overwhelmingly, it was plugins by a long shot. So I started to put together the video and I kind of came across something different here, and I'll tell you why. So with me and the way that I create, my plugins vary. There's more than 10, right? So this is what I'm gonna do. As far as the plugin video, I'm gonna split it up into two. I'm gonna do top 10 plugin effects, and then just top 10 plugins for just like plugins for mixing. In this video, it's going to be effects because I think that's highly important. I get asked by other producers and whatnot all the time on how do you get your stuff to sound like this, or how do you get your stuff to do this. When I'm listening to your beats, they're so clean, they're so this. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So we're going to start with this track here. And this is from one of my friends here. He sent me a track and was like, hey man, I got this track I'm working on. Can you do something with it? And of course I obliged, right? So it's nothing too crazy to begin with. But I mean, if you're looking at the screen right now, you kind of see some of these plugins, but there's some gems here. Let me tell you, and the way I use them, right? So let me turn all these off and I'm going to show you the sound in its original state, or just a track in its original state. And here we go. This is the sound we're going to work on. So nothing too crazy, right? Nothing too crazy. So with that being said, let's get started. My first plugin, and I don't think this should come as any surprise for anyone, is halftime. All right, halftime to me is freaking essential. If you are doing any kind of experimentation, any kind of sound design, I don't know, man. I think you gotta have it. It sometimes it creates gems out of nowhere by accident too. Let me tell you. So the sound sounds like this. Halftime. Okay, and if you notice, I only went 74%. I tamed it, and it sounds okay, right? Now, there's still a bunch that I do to these things, let me tell you. There's still a bunch that I do to these things, but to me, that's a good start. 100% was a little too much, and I'll show you why. I don't know. I might be wrong. That sounded good. I thought that sounded... Yo, I'm going to leave it at 100%, man. That was dope. So, yeah, man. Halftime is my guy. And if you don't know, I'm not going to go into depth about these plugins. I'm just going to tell you what I think. And if you guys want to experiment more, I'll do like a brief tutorial on these, but nothing in depth because, I mean, all of these literally can have their own video. All right, so the second sound that I brought up was a Phet Ryx. Now, this has been around for a while. It's kind of no secret, but I feel like people still sleep on this, and I have no idea why, because this plugin is freaking phenomenal. So check it out. Without a Phet Ryx. with it. See? Okay. So already, we're getting some bounce to a static sound. We're getting some bounce with just these two plugins already, but let's keep going. So, a Phet Ryx, man. He's got a big brother called Looperator. I like Looperator too. I use that a lot. But a Phet Ryx to me is cool. It's easy. I mean, you can put filters, phases, courses, like reverbs. You can put them anywhere. This plugin is definitely one you want to experiment with. It's great. I love everything about it. So the next plugin here in the Chizane is a gem that people sleep on hard, and that is a plugin by Hertz, and it is called the Trim Control 3. This one is just dope. Now, I like to move my sound. I like moving sounds. It helps with the vocals and whatnot. But this plugin is great, and I'll show you why. So we'll play it without. With. Now I know you're sitting there asking yourself, TouchTone, what the hell did that do? I'm gonna show you what it did. It's very subtle. I like, once again, subtle to me. It's great because I think if you make a bunch of subtle movements, or a good number of them, they add up to one big thing. If you do too many big things, I think you kill your sound, you kill the vibe. But those subtle movements, a bunch of them just adds up to this big cohesive unit thing, and it just sounds great. So check it out. This is what it does. Straight up moves your sound, yo. And I went with the 1x multiplier on here because it sounded good. I just kind of like the way it was rolling. But once again, you want to experiment with these. These things are just freaking phenomenal. I mean, there's so much to these. But Hertz is a great company. I got all of their plugins. I wouldn't trade them for the world. The next one, a lot of people use, is one of my favorite reverbs. That is the Valhalla Room. Why? Because it just sounds good. And listen. Okay. Bring it down some. I mean, come on. That speaks for itself. If you don't know about Valhalla, there's plenty of tutorials on YouTube about it. I suggest you go check them out. Maybe I might do one. Show you how I do it. But anyways, I love that one. There's a couple of other reverbs I use too, but that one is probably like my go-to to kind of find some sort of bass line, some sort of grounding, and I just usually end up sticking with it. I don't know. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. All right, here we go. So the next one is Portal. And Portal gets slept on. Once again, it's a granular effect by a company called Output. They make arcade. They make movement. Literally, I'm just going to keep it real right now. They're one of my favorite freaking companies. I use everything in theirs. Arcade is probably one of the best slept on secrets in the whole freaking music industry as far as production goes. Let me tell you, it is fantastic. If you don't know, check it out. All right, so this is what the Portal granular whatever thing does. So here we go. With it. What is it doing, bro? What is it doing? Listen, I'm gonna turn it up. And we'll turn it off. What it does is giving it a little bit more movement. So here how it's stagnant right now. We'll turn it on. Mess with that wet to dry ratio. Right there. Bring it back in. Yeah, go check it out. I mean, there's so many freaking presets here. There, like I said, I'm not gonna do a tutorial on everyone, but maybe I might go back and do one of these. If you guys want to know which one, like if you want me to do one, let me know in the comments below. Like which one you want me to do. And also, I'm gonna do the typical YouTube thing that everybody does. Hey, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe and share and turn on the notifications. I would appreciate that. It helps my channel grow. No, seriously though, I'm trying to grow it, man. I'm just trying to help. You know what I mean? I'm tired of getting hit up all the time asking me. It's hard talking through people in the DMs. It's easier to show them. So, next plugin. Shaper Box to Zoo. Now, one is fantastic. It's by the same company as Halftime Cable Guys. One is fantastic too. I just recently upgraded to 2, and I'm loving it. And this is why. So we'll listen to the sound again. With it. Better stop. You better stop. Yeah, it's tight. What that does, man, so you got these different presets. You got like the stutters, the rhythms, the scratches. Like there's so much you can do now. And keep in mind, y'all, I haven't gone through and done like massive tweaking like I usually do. So I'm let's just get this right out of the way. I am not one of those producers that make like 20 beats in a day. That's just not me. I usually make maybe 1 to 2, and then out of those 1 to 2, I'll go back to 1 and start tweaking the hell out of it. And I'll spend 2, 3, 4 days on a track. But the quality is dope. The sound is dope. I'm very meticulous with what I do. So like a plugin like this, I'd go in and tweak and tweak and tweak until I get it to the way I like it. And that's what I like about all these plugins. You can do that to your heart's content and get a sound in just the way you like it. But do me a favor, please hit Command S. Save that. Okay. Next plugin is, no surprise, once again, it's probably on a lot of people's tops, whatever. But anyways, Fat Filter 3. Goddamn right. The Pro Q3. I love this. I love this plugin. It's very flexible. Once again, I could do a whole video on this, but listen. With it. Might bring this out some, right? Listen. Yeah, I like that. And once again, I just use that to shape my sounds, man. I really do. So, the last plugin here, what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 2 more that I want to show you, like, that are hidden gems. But this guy is a gem that most people don't even freaking know about, that I just don't know why. It's called Dr. MS by Matthew Lane. And it is a very, very good plugin. And what it does is it moves your sound in a widen. It's like it's a widener, but it's a little bit more than that because you can go to like specific frequencies on the mid or the sides, and you can focus in on those. You can switch the polarity on those. Like there's so much you can do with this. But I'm going to show you what it sounds like with it off. With it on. Let's say we want to kick that back sound. That's it. Now, if you're listening in some monitors, some headphones, you're going to hear what I'm talking about. Oh, great. Yeah, dope, right? I am such a huge fan of that one. One of the next plugins that I love, and this is going to be like on my low end. I use this on my 808s. I use this on my kicks every single time, and that is the DS10 by XLN Audio. I think that's their name. XLN? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, XLN Audio. This plugin is freaking phenomenal, and I went hard here on just the demo, so you can hear what it's doing. So listen to the kick. Now keep in mind I'm overdoing it. Now here we go. Yeah. Kick back on that because I went way too hard. Adds so much presence, dude. It adds so much presence. Take it off. Come on. Come on. On. Now, if some of y'all keep asking, yo, how you get your kicks to sound like this? How you get your kicks to sound like that? I just gave you the sauce. God, that was horrible. Yeah, I just gave you the sauce. So, yeah, man. DS10 is freaking phenomenal. God damn, it's almost a 20-minute video? I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I got a list here. Of stuff that I was going to go over. So, I went over pretty much everything, but this last one, I don't even know if I should show y'all this. No, I'm going to show y'all. This last one, man, is a freaking gem. And it's by a company called Sound Theory, I think it is. Yeah, Sound Theory. And it's called Gurfalls. Gurfalls. I think it might be Russian or German or Swedish or African. I don't know. Let me tell you. This plugin, what this does is it recovers frequencies on your master, and it does so much more than that. Once again, I don't really want to go into it. I just kind of want to show you guys. So listen with your ears as if you were going to listen with any other part. Jesus. Make sure you're listening in headphones. So I just did some quick whatever, right? Now listen with it off. This is with it on. Once again, I'm just being way overzealous with this thing, just so you can hear what it does. Now, keep in mind, when I usually use this is on my master, and it is very subtle, but it recovers some frequencies that I may have lost in mixing, or it recovers some brightness or some low end. I mean, you can move this here at the end, and you could kind of bias to where you want the low end to begin. Same thing with the high. Look, this is a staple in my mastering chain. Period. End of story. It is a staple. And it's for a reason, because this thing is beautiful. So, yeah, for the most part, guys, I mean, that's it. There's a couple more I could have went into. Like, there's a couple honorable mentions that I would like to get into. There is Movement by Output. if you haven't checked that one out, that's another great one. I really love movement. And then there's the RC20 by X and L in audio, whatever. That's another great plugin that I think a lot of people use. I probably should have put that in here, but I wanted to put like the one-offs that most people don't even think about still. So, yeah, guys, that is probably like my top 15 list. I don't know what it is. I mean, I could go on and on and on. As you see, like I play with a lot of different plugins. Some of them are great. Some of them are trash, like straight trash. And I'm like, why'd you even make a plugin? What are you doing? You know, there's a couple here, initial audio, reverse and slow-mo. Those are, man, yeah, see, there's a lot, man. Definitely going to do a part 2. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. If there's anything else you would like me to go over, any kind of videos you want. You know, once again, subscribe and do all the good stuff. Share this video if you think it could help someone. Once again, I appreciate you. Like I said, I'm just here trying to help, man. Here to try to help the community. Yeah, that's all I got. Till next time. Peace.